Hey everyone, this is Scott Man. We're live here in South Bend, Indiana, the fourth largest city in Indiana. Actually, I haven't gone very far from where I did my last video in Niles, Michigan. Actually, it's 10 miles north of here. That's a nice Saturday afternoon. Classic car. Awesome. Oh, sorry for the brief cut there, but yeah. Pretty nice Saturday afternoon. It's in the low 70s right now, and we're pretty much right in the downtown area, although it's kind of big, so there's a lot to the downtown area, but actually it's Michigan Street, actually pretty nice right along in here. Got some older buildings in here. But yeah, South Bend's been around for quite a while, since the 1820s. Actually, it was even briefly called Southold in 1829, till it became South Bend a year later, and actually 1865 it was incorporated into a city. Alright, let's take a look at the next point of interest. And we're right on Main Street, and right in front of us is the St. Joseph County Courthouse. Actually looks quite nice. But yeah, as I've said in previous videos, I definitely enjoy some of the older architectures of different buildings. And of course, even have some of the tall buildings too, like the Chase building. But yeah, for a downtown Main Street, this looks very quiet for for a Saturday. But then again, there's probably more people walking up and down these streets probably during the weekdays, when the majority of people are working and stuff. But yeah, matter of fact, South Bend has quite a bit of history too. Like, actually, back in the day, actually the Studebaker automobile company actually was out of South Bend. He used to make a lot of automobiles and stuff. Another one of the American auto companies, but now it's pretty much just the big three: Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Now is sometime in the mid-60s, Studebaker ceased production of automobiles. And actually, a little bit further north of the St. Joseph River, and yep, it's the same river that goes up to Niles, Michigan. Let's go this way. There's nothing too much to see over there. It's actually the University of Notre Dame, founded in 1843. It's a highly prestigious Roman Catholic university. It's also home to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who have the second most winningest football program, only behind the University of Michigan. That feels pretty nice in the shade. Alright, let's continue on. Right in front of us, actually with Michigan Avenue, or actually Michigan Street behind me, this is the College Football Hall of Fame right in front of us. And as a matter of fact, I think unless something changed, I think it's supposed to move to Atlanta sometime this year. But it's pretty cool. I actually, when I've taken business trips down to West Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia, I actually drove by the Pro Football Hall of Fame down in Canton, Ohio, but yeah, here's the college football one. And actually, you can see the courthouse over there too. Yeah, definitely a lot of cool sights in here. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, let's continue on. Actually, I forgot to mention that this is a sculpture of Knute Rockne. Hope I'm saying his name right. I don't watch Notre Dame football, so... But he's actually a legendary football coach for Notre Dame. He's known to be one of the greatest coaches in all of college football. So it's pretty nice right in front of the College Football Hall of Fame. Actually, I did see a sign. It actually did move to Atlanta, so it's... But it's nice that they at least kept this here. Yeah, pretty cool. South Bend, Indiana. It's not known as the Notre Dame Fighting Irish anymore. It's known as the Notre Dame Gorillas. At least that's what the sculpture is trying to tell me. Pretty nice. Oh, it's over to the St. Joseph River. And we just got out of the main part of the downtown area of South Bend to the more quiet area along the St. Joseph River. This is Howard Park, just right over there is Jefferson Street. Actually takes you right back into downtown. You can actually see a little bit of the Chase building over there. So you can pretty much tell not too far away from the downtown area. And right here is the St. Joseph River. It's the same river that goes up to Niles, Michigan, up to Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, Michigan, up to Lake Michigan. But as I said in the Niles, Michigan video, this is actually the Michiana region of southwest Michigan and north and northwest Indiana. Of course, with this video being on the Indiana side. But that's really quite a nice park. Everything's really coming into bloom here, actually more so than is where I live. It's actually pretty tranquil along the river. So we'll take a little walk up and down the river for a little bit. And then probably before closing the video, I'll probably do a couple small driving segments, probably go over by the Studebaker Museum and maybe even in the Notre Dame campus, but we'll see. Alright, let's head over to the bridge. And here we are at the bridge, and it looks like there's a little bit of a low clearance. And we'll see what's on the other side, of course. I think the trail continues, at least along the river. If worst case, I think I have to go up over it, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like it does continue. So let's go under the bridge, and it looks like it is high enough, so won't have to duck in here or anything. Yeah, it's pretty cool in here. Yeah, it's not too much higher than my head right now. And here we are, back outside. But yeah, as sad as it sounds, this is actually only the third time in my life I've been to Indiana. First couple of times actually was, was about a year and a half ago when my parents and I were driving down to and from Houston, Texas to see some of my relatives and stuff. And actually, Indiana was the state we drove through. Actually went down 69 down to Indianapolis and took 70 over to Illinois. I think we have a dam over there too, so let's go check it out. Just a little bit further, they got this part of the St. Joseph River blocked off, which you know what that means. We have another dam over here. As a matter of fact, right here, these are what they call fish ladders. It's basically to help transport the fish that are trying to head out to Lake Michigan, basically have a safe passageway beyond the dam. They should have quite a few of these along the St. Joseph River. Actually get a better view of this right here. So walk over here and we'll get a better view of the dam. As you can see, we're right in front of it right here. Looks pretty cool too. let's head over there where you can get a very nice view. Now that's a very good view of the dam. It looks pretty cool. And as you can tell, the St. Joseph River continues its way that way, going up toward the Notre Dame campus. And right in front of us is the South Bend Art Museum. And I'm sure the views over by the museum is actually pretty cool too, especially over there. Let's get a closer look. Yeah, pretty awesome. Alright, I'm gonna get back in the car. I'm gonna briefly show the Studebaker Museum before closing out today's video. Alright, so let's turn around. Alright, we're turning on the Chapin Street. As you can tell, we're back in the car, and right to the left of us is the Studebaker National Museum, and that's the museum in dedication to the old Studebaker automobile. Yeah, pretty cool. Before we close off today's video, we're actually just west of the downtown area of South Bend, and we're right in front of St. Patrick's Catholic Church. It's actually quite a nice building. It was originally built in 1858, so it's been around for quite a long time and looks pretty nice. But yeah, as I was driving over by the Studebaker National Museum, very close to here, it's like I have to come back and stop for a minute. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful church. But yeah, this concludes today's video here in South Bend, Indiana, and this is the Scott Man signing out.